I want to say this. When I started going through this right here, and everybody detached from me and left me alone, I had that near-death experience. I was in heaven. I seen, like I said, I seen a guy holding this child, powerful child, probably one of the most powerful. He was holding the child, but guy was like, he was telling me all this stuff. He said, when I showed God what was going on with me my whole life, and it was like, God was like, it was like, I know my father don't get discouraged. I know God know everything, but it was like somebody did so much magic. Try to play God. Somebody tried to play God, and I think it's in the Bible. If you want to, basically, in long story short, you want to piss God off, you try to play God. And it was like, they wouldn't have never got away with half of it, not even a third of it, if with all this magic wouldn't been thrown on me. You know what I'm saying? But then again, it maybe would have, because this moment would have had to come. But anyway, wasn't nobody there. Nobody. Everybody left. Everybody left. And that's why I called it a deal. Because everybody left. Even the one that I would have thought would have been there, everybody left. Cut their phones off, couldn't call nobody nothing. And I seen these big, like, Egyptian, most would call them gods, but they ain't, you know what I'm saying? They, I guess, I don't know, they were like god guards or something. And, no, it was Anubis and Ra. I think that's who it was. And they said, look at here, look what's going to be down there. And then I heard one of them say, this is the first time in a long time we seen him. We seen this happen, you know, seen this right here happen, or whatever. And I was like, I still didn't know to this day. And I think what it was, now that I sit back and think about it, I think it was actually God coming back down here with me to fix all this. And I just want to say thank you, God. Thank you for everything, because I ain't had nobody, y'all. They put me in a situation where suicide was supposed to be exactly what I chose. And I was already devastated because I couldn't wrap my head around why my ex would even participate in something like that as much as we've been through. Why would you be with somebody if you hate them that bad? So, to have somebody to be going good, just have a new family, then all of a sudden people take your family, laugh at you, pick on you, talk about you. These people you done helped, you done gave cars to, you done gave free studio time, done made albums for them, put them through school, colleges, bought them high school materials, you know, stuff they need for football and all that. And all these people just teamed up against me, all of them. And that's one thing I'm proud of. I mean, I hope that this experience affect America in such a way where people learn to definitely stay out of marriage relationship. I know that probably won't help, but at least royalty relationship, because you see the damage it done. But everybody, don't get in nobody relationship. I hope everybody learn from that. I mean, especially a married relationship, bro. Because you're going to get that karma regardless. You're getting that karma back regardless. So anyway, everybody left my side. And it was the moment when I realized they put me in a suicidal state of mind. I can hear God's voice clearly in my head. That's when I started hearing them drums saying, just keep pushing on, I got you. Everything gonna work out. Trust me. And just observe. Just observe and watch. Just pay attention and observe. So he gave me an option. He said, you can go to work, but I'd rather for you to stay right there. Or you stay right there, something like that. I want to stay right here because I want to see what these people problem was, why they do me like this. And so anyway, and it took me a minute to realize, because I'm still thinking I'm living in my head. I'm in my head. I ain't never been, now, especially God, right? Shoot. It was events that took place I know should have took my life. Even when I was in jail, I know I should have been done. I know things should have been happening to where they took me, put me on in prison, all that. Everything should have went according to his plan, but not every time. It was like God wanted me to get right there to the moment where they thought they had me and watch it turn around overnight in a few seconds, more or less overnight, but in a few seconds. And I started seeing it over, and for 5 years I started seeing it over and over and over again. It hurt for a while because it showed me lovers that supposed to came, lovers, everything, the lovers I was supposed to have in the past, all this, and showed me how they all turned on me, everything turned on me, all this, showed me all this. In 5 years, showed me my whole life for 5 years. And I was just devastated. But I had to learn that I had the power of God with me. So I had one of the most greatest things in the world that anybody can possibly have with them. So I wanted to make sure I respected the time God given to me and put into me, and just appreciate God for the utmost, give God the utmost respect, appreciate him for everything, because these experiences with life and death, you know what I'm saying, experiences, like these experiences took my life, period, every single time. And it just showed me how these people laughed at me, gave my money, gave my life to another family, within the family. Just the hate that these people had. Some of these people, even though they were family, I never dealt with them. The hate was extraordinary. The hate was so extraordinary. And I was like, it was amazing. God showed me all that. God showed me all that. Showed me how conniving people can be, how not to trust nobody really but God. I got faith that people do the right thing, that's it. And showed me how even lovers, they supposed to be your lover, they know they supposed to be your lover, but watch how they treat you, talk about you, humiliate you, put you on display. And you know what I'm saying? God even reconstructed my body just to show me let's get it quick. Yeah, she's a good girl. Yeah, she's a good girl, real good girl, ain't she? Let me show you this. Like he'll flip the switch, like a dimensional shift. And my whole body go under reconstruction and show me how she really feel about me. And I was like, man, my God, even if she was a good person, it was like, man, my God, that girl would have left me easily, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I would have gotten in a relationship, got married to him, it was just so evil and wicked. This world is so perverse and so disgusting when you look underneath it all. And when God showed me that, boy, I just had to get on my knee, pray hard till I sweat blood, you might well say. Because I'm telling you, I said, this is so wicked. And these people were supposed to know God, love God themselves. And they just kept attacking. He showed me how my family had been attacking me, how I wasn't never supposed to be alone, how love was supposed to come to me, and they just redirected the love. Showed me everything. In 5 years, showed me everything. It was like God got pissed off for me. And was showing me like how he kept getting me out of these situations in the past, but I would put myself back in them because I didn't know that my family was attacking me. And now I know when God finished in the smoke clear, now I know how to deal with people, period. It don't matter if they're family or not. And I just want to thank God, period. I want to thank God, automatic. Because, man, what else happened? Because these near-death experiences, because they had plans, they had even a car reader got on there, so I'm like, you're going to get in thumb late and did that and late. Yeah, whatever. You wish you never got in my energy, then they tore you up. It don't matter if y'all got money or not, they told, my ancestors told y'all up, bro. They told y'all up out there, bro. And they were rolling, let me shut up. But anyway, and it showed me my energy, it showed me who I really am, and it's still showing me who I really am. And it ain't time for me to know completely who I am, because God gonna tell me that. And so that's the gift. When all this is done, that's one of the gifts God gonna give to me. But so I'm still going through adjustment. We still going through dimensions. So I know for a fact it ain't time yet. You know what I'm saying? You would too if you was to get in tune like you're supposed to, because everybody is shifting. Everything around us is shifting instantly. Fast as quicker than 24 hours. Everything just keeps shifting. It's like, if you want to look at it somewhere, it's like the most powerful man in the world saying, I don't want him. I'm press the button. It's like God going, PC, hear me. And it go right back. And it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But that ain't what it is, though. It's like God reconstructing everything, remodifying everything, and reforming everyone. And I seen God go through all that for me. All that for me. I know for the world to help the world too, but all that for me. If God to go through all that for me, he'll do that for any of us. He'll do that for any of us. Because see, it was like, let's say I'm Jesus. But it was like the soul that originally was in this body is in heaven. And Jesus, he just let his son get in here, you know what I'm saying, just to fix all this. We can say that. At the end of the day, God can do that for anybody. It's like, you want to play, okay, you want to play rough? Right. Okay, well, we can play rough, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I felt it, like when it was moments that I should have been terrified for my life. It was moments that I should have broke down. It was moments but I felt stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. I felt my feet were blazing with fire that you couldn't see when I was walking. I felt like the grass waved at me when I walked by it. I felt like when the rain went this way and I walked this way, the rain came this way. I said, my God, the power. I said, my God, the power, bro. I said, my God, the power is amazing. It's like the birds say, hey, Tat, how you doing, Tat? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm saying, do you? I'm telling you. I'm saying, and God was just saying, he was just telling me, all I need you to do, son, is just keep elevating. And it's like the more I elevate, the more that power. See, God ain't nothing but all light, all power, man. He can't put so much in these little bitty old teeny weeny old bodies. And he said, all I need you to do is keep elevating. And when I elevate and when I walk, I felt like a giant walking. I felt like a giant. I felt it. Just you can feel it too when you're drunk and you feel like you're about to die and you feel like the world expanded. That's how I felt. But I was walking in the power. I was just walking. I was just walking in the power. It's just like I just kept being compressed with power and more power the more I elevated. And then that's when I started realizing what you say can affect you. Like I might just feel this tremendous amount of power and I might just think something negative by accident and it'll stop. I'm like, man, I want to get on up through there. You know what I'm saying? But it's God, though. And it was like, I felt God being upset with this whole situation. And it was like, all these women that's supposed to have been on my side, all these lovers that's supposed to have been on my side, even angels that's supposed to have been on my side were just attacking, just constantly attacking because of religion, because of black man, this stuff that shouldn't even break an angel. Angels are supposed to fight against this for me, with me. But it was turning them around like they were human. They in bed after bed with monsters. Yeah. Let me shut up. I'll get into it. Because I had to watch it with God when like me and God were going through the dimension. And God would show me some people that could have possibly got to me. And he'll put me in this room. Where they at night? It's always at 1, 11, 3 in the morning. It's always at 1, 11. And then I used to wonder why I woke up 3 in the morning. But now I know. Because it's always something like that. When somebody say, I'm coming to you, baby. And they come to you, all right? And I even seen one girl take my whole face off and put it on somebody, put it on somebody else. It could have been a family member. It could have been a complete stranger. But either way, they just was going at it. And, and the ancestors got these crazy nick. Now I wish I could say it, but I can't. And it was like we were teleporting, and I could just see family members you wouldn't believe it, family members that you wouldn't believe, friends, all that, just standing in. It's like I'm standing right there in the door watching them. And it got to the point where God would show me a lot. We stayed in the sex realm. God would show me so much till I became numb to it. And then I said, I want to be like you, God, when it comes to this. Because I got to watch how they do God as well. Especially when it comes to the sex realm. How they just disrespect themselves. Even when they don't disrespect nobody else. And people don't even think they disrespect themselves. And then it even showed me the possible lover that could be, or friend that could be, that was still in the sex realm. And this is what we mean by love in reverse. Because it ain't that they did it to me. They're gonna realize the damage they've been doing to themselves. Then they're gonna realize how bad they've been hurting themselves and still hurting themselves, and how they are really hurting. And they're gonna have to moonwalk out of that situation. And then they're gonna have to look around, woman or man. They're gonna look around and say, man, what do I do? Do I got anybody that love me? Because they just treated me, did me any kind of way, what they could get from me. And then you gonna realize your love is few in between, if any at all. And then you're gonna be scared, because then you're gonna realize they was all programs and they didn't want you. They just wanted to make sure you missed your gift from God. So I just want to thank God for this situation. I want to thank God for all this, because I know the smoke is clearing, and I don't know how things gonna change within myself. And I know God took out of His time. I know God could have did anything else in the world, in the galaxy, besides fix this situation. But I felt it when He felt me, when He seen, and then He showed me how you wasn't never supposed to struggle. You supposed to start at your own good life at 18 years old, if not before then. He said, I don't build people to struggle. And when He told me that, it broke me down, because we all done been programmed to think that God actually put some of us here to suffer. But He said He ain't never built nobody to struggle, to suffer. I advise everybody to build this kind of relationship up with God. I'm telling you, when I felt like I was walking in that pot, I felt like fire was under my feet. I felt like I couldn't be burned. If you throw me in hell, hell would just throw me back. Oops, you fail. You fail, let me throw you back up there. Literally. It was like I was getting respect. It was like people were sending demons and all this stuff to me, Satan itself. And I could see the real version of them. And they'll be like, it's almost damn near like they want to bow their heads. And one demon told somebody, do you even know who that is? It was a powerful witch. Sent some demons to me. I could literally see my curtains moving, like their hands were moving in my curtain. And it didn't even bother me at all. I laughed at it. I started to shake his hand. And it was night. It was 2, 3 in the morning. I was watching. And then I was watching Tales from the Crypt. And it was coming in here. And I started to shake his hand. I laughed at it. And that's when I started seeing. And God told me, He said, you're going to see apparitions. But it was like, the demons went back. He showed me a vision where the demons went back to the senders and said, do you even know who that is? Real.